Hello and welcome to the conclusion of the World Cup tournament podcast thingy.
By Yugioh.
By Ziggy Jokes, yes. I'm joined here with Jamie, and we're just going to discuss a few things, about future tournaments, that sort of thing, and, the basics.
Exactly. First on my list was intro, which we done. Second of all is we would like to apologise for the delays.
Yeah.
And many inconsistencies that we said that we were going to do for the World Cup.
Yeah.
For example, we said we were going to upload 2 days a day, one in the afternoon and one in the evening. Unfortunately, it didn't work out.
No. Long story short, I tried to, when I was recording it, I just went a bit too far and, there's too many sort of things, had options I had to do, and just a lot of you could cut out sort of thing. So after a while I thought to myself, hang on, it's easier to do it this way, and then, you just do it.
We'll explain more when we talk about the problem group that we had. But yeah, quick thoughts, Adam. On the World Cup final that was on my channel. Quick thoughts.
Spoilers ahead. Well, the first one, when Red Eyes just, let's say they demolished Ra, so we say,
Yeah.
I just sat there.
By the way, Sorry, by the way, the final was Ra versus Red Eyes, just in case.
When I sat there, I thought, okay, is this going to be a squash match sort of thing? It's going to strive through this. We were wrong all along, sort of thing. But then the second one, when Rogers came back and, Christ, they just give him a hell of a thumping sort of thing.
I will say that you called it. It was going to go to the wire. You called it.
I did say to Jamie privately, it's going to go down to the last 3, I bet you.
It is not going to be a 2-0 victory. It was going to be right down to the wire.
Yeah. And for the final, that 10,000 attack.
I somehow managed to get Ra to 10,000.
Yeah.
And I could have made it even more, because on his Ra's effect, it doesn't say once per turn.
It does not, no.
And with a raw, exactly, and because I had a raw Jar out, I could have just added more attack.
Exactly. There was very little room for Red Eyes to pick it up, that sort of thing,
It was. My brother thought I thought he had Mirror Force set, not gonna lie.
At the end, I thought he hasn't. No way has he held it that long.
When he held a card like that for a while, I went, that's Mirror Force. He's holding it and he's smiling. And then when he flipped it to say Red Eyes Burn, I'm like, we've done it. The finals is done.
Exactly.
Ra won.
Because when he was tapping it, I thought, no way is that what I think it is. It can't be.
But yeah, we talk about more when we talk about the finals much more. Right then, the third thing on fourth technically thing on my list is we are going to talk about the groups.
Yeah, go for it.
If any of you forgot, I have to scroll back.
Right.
Group 1, I'm on the wrong page. It'll be on the screen anyway.
Yeah, it'll hopefully pop up,
Yeah, it was the Winged Dragon of Ra, the Earthbound Immortals, Elemental Heroes, and the Dino Wrestlers. Now, as you can see on the screen, Ra was on top, as we both expected in our prediction in our early podcast. Well, the podcast we made 2 months ago or something.
Something like that, somehow. It's been that long,
But the biggest shocker was Elemental Hero finishing second. We will explain why. Will explain why.
Because some of you may be a bit confused on how something that didn't win once ended up there, but it does make sense if you think about it, sort of thing.
The reason why, some of you be like, why? I said that twice. Why? is that Group 1, as I mentioned before, was our problem group. Would you care to explain, Adam?
Alright, so let me just run you through. This is, if you get confused, good, because this is how confusing it was for me. I had to record it, camera down, looking at my side of the screen. Audio record Jamie, audio record me, then screen record Jamie's side of the field. It was just, why did I have to do all that? Why did I just record it off of a screen all in one sort of thing? It just didn't make sense when I thought about it.
Exactly. And we were going to talk about that part later as well.
Yeah. So I just thought to myself, well, this isn't going to work sort of thing, you know, because we get
Exactly.
on, you know, got one game out and that was it, and it was going to be much of a tournament if we kept that road sort of thing up, you know. So yeah, that was just
not
a
only
fun
that,
group.
there was another issue we had. We had corrupted files and accidental deletions.
Yeah, that. Because there's
The
so many,
amount
because
of
like I said,
times,
the guy just
exactly.
said, all the things I had recording at separate times, they all got jumbled up and I thought, I don't know what the hell I am now sort of thing, you know, just sitting there thinking, this doesn't make any sense to me, you know.
And the amount of times we had to redo the games.
I think it was the Earthbound Immortals, I think, yeah.
We had to redo Ra the Elemental Heroes and redo Ra versus Dino Wrestlers.
That's what it was, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember now, yeah, I remember. Because
we legitimately had to redo all of them.
Because people could have seen into my room of what my setup was. It was the stupidest setup you've ever seen, sort of thing, you know.
But not only that, because we had a lot of corruption and lost data and accidental deletions, Adam had no choice. He didn't want to delay it. He had no choice but to put all the remaining deals we had into one video for Group 1.
That was the only alternative. Otherwise, there's going to be bits.
Exactly. That's where you see on Group in the playlist. I'll probably link it. Yeah. Well, send it to Adam to put in the link. Is that Ra, and you got Elemental Heroes, Dinos, and Earthbounds. Because Ra won 2-1 against Elemental Heroes.
Yeah.
Adam lost the footage of the Elemental Heroes win and the Ra's last win.
Mm-hmm.
He also lost footage on Dino Wrestlers. Every time I watch that video, I'm still confused if he is changing. Like, you can tell when he's using Elemental Heroes, but when it comes to Dino Wrestlers, I can't remember if you actually see Earthbounds in that video.
I don't think you do, no. I don't think they're there at all, really. They are in the tournament, but that's not there.
Exactly. We do apologise. Not only that, like I said, we lost footage. We're like, look, we have to do this. We both didn't want to do it. We both didn't want to cancel this as well. No. We didn't want to cancel. We wanted to do this.
Yeah, it's a good laugh at the end of the day, and something we could just do in these terrible times, you know, just something like we do.
One of the most saddest things as well, we'll talk about it in a bit as well, is that Adam lost his words. The video that got corrupted on one of them was Ra's OTK.
Yeah, Rod did have an early OTK. Was it against Dino Wrestlers, was it?
It was, I don't know, I can't remember if it was Dino Wrestlers, but something about me is saying Heroes.
I really can't remember. Anyway, what happened was, I just played something like, I don't know, I think I bricked something like that, and then James came back, summoned Ra, and just...
I Ancient Chant. Yeah, I got Ra's Disciple, got another 2, played Card Advance, but did all my stuff. Played
True Name,
called the card right, added a Divide, which is Theatre mode. But he didn't know I had Ancient Chant, played that, add a Ra to the hand, I get an additional summon, tributed all that. Tributed Ra's Disciple to get Ra, banish Ancient Chant to gain the attacks, which was 33.
That's right, yeah, I remember, yeah. And then you activated his effect then, didn't you? Yeah.
Activated his effect to pay all life points for 100. I played Raigeki to destroy all his monsters. He couldn't attack. I attacked the game and he said that was it. But thankfully you still see an OTK with Red Eyes v Phantom Knights.
Yeah, that was a good one. I gotta admit, that was quite good. Our biggest problem, it kind of happened as well in Group 2, but we'll go through that in a bit. Yeah.
But as I said, we predicted Ra to be top.
Yeah, I called it. Right. Bloody called it.
We called that, but like I said, Earthbound Immortals were 3rd, Dino Wrestlers were 4th, but Elemental Heroes with that 2nd place is just...
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Exactly, because they had one round against Ra where Ra beat everyone else 2-0.
Yeah.
So
And
Elemental
the
Heroes finished on a
underdog, the
-1.
ultimate underdog. If you look through the deck, if I did a deck profile, you'd all laugh at me because there's
Yeah,
nothing in there.
you legitimately said to me before we did the last podcast,
Yeah.
and even in the podcast, you said there was no hope for the Elemental
No,
Heroes.
like God, but yeah, and there's just nothing in there that like makes the deck a deck sort of thing. Yeah, you've got
You have
polymerization.
Neos.
Yeah.
You have Neos. You got a couple of polys.
All you really have to do is get a poly and get a Trinity, and that's literally your engine. That's it. There's nothing else you can do.
But this is what makes me shocked is that they've automatically qualified for the next one.
I am thinking, by the way, sneak peek, going to upgrade that deck eventually. Just getting an upgrade to a proper Elemental Hero deck.
Right. So as we said, the scores in Group 1. Ra 2, Elemental Heroes 1.
Yep.
Now, we did have a major problem as well. Adam could not get his brother to do the Adam
long story
1v1
short,
decks.
my brother, he's still not very well. We don't really know what's wrong. It's quite not going to go into too much detail because it's private, But he's just... It's something wrong and we don't really know what it is. We're waiting to hear back from the doctors about it, and it's odd. It's very odd. So, obviously health comes first sort of thing,
So most of Adam's 1v1 decks where they played each other ended up being a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, sadly so.
Exactly. So that obviously made Ra easily go through.
Yeah.
So and then Dino Wrestlers v Ra. Ra won 2-0. Again, 1-1 for Earthbound and Heroes. 1-1 for Heroes against Dino Wrestlers, and then Ra 2-0 against the Earthbound. Now that one was a bit surprising because I thought Earthbounds would, put a hindrance to Ra. I thought.
Sorry, yeah, because when the Earthbounds get going, they're pretty hard to stop, sort of thing.
Exactly. But like I said, we lost a lot of footage of this. We did want to make it special. We'll talk about it more and how Adam saved the World Cup. Right, then, we are now going to talk about Group 2.
Right.
Which had the zombie deck.
Yeah.
The Phantom Knight, Archfiends, and the runners-up, Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Yeah, that was, again, a very interesting...
It was an interesting group. I didn't expect my deck, Red Eyes and Phantom Knights, in the same group.
No.
But again, we both called this one right. I don't think we gave an order in who's finished top or second, but I think we just said, I think Red Eyes and Phantom Knights are going through.
Yeah.
But we didn't say in what order.
Yeah.
But Red Eyes finished on top. Second was Phantom Knights. Third was Archfiends, and Zombies were last.
It was, again, zombie deck, like the Elemental Hero deck. Not much in them, they're just bulk decks, in other words. Well, not bulk decks, they're more, you know what I mean, filler decks.
Exactly, and this is where we had the problem again.
Yeah.
Zombie v Archfiends was a 1-1 draw. Now, me and Gareth recorded Red Eyes v Phantom Knights. If I'd known of this sooner, luckily I sent the files to Adam for the videos and he managed to edit it.
Yeah.
But if I would have known, to make it easier, I would have put it on my channel. Because originally every single game was going to be on Adam's channel.
Yeah. But due to things like email and Messenger not allowing you to send over a certain amount of footage, shall we say, it just bugged you over.
You know what? We should have announced saying that I was going to be co-hosting.
Yeah,
this
probably
tournament
should have. Probably should have.
So next time we do a World Cup, we will be mainly Adam's channel, but if it's my decks against each other, it'll be on my channel.
It makes life easier at the end
Exactly. What we had to do, we had to redo Red Eyes v Zombies, Archfiends v Phantom Knights, Red Eyes v Archfiends, and Phantom Knights v Zombies. Basically, the last two games in Group 2 we had to redo. And this is when Adam told me in Messenger, when he messaged me saying, Jamie, we have a problem.
Yeah. Houston, we have a problem.
I think it was because we both thought, this is easy, we'll just record a bunch, upload it.
Yeah.
And then, this is when I realised, Adam was stressing out.
Yeah, I was getting a bit concerned that, okay, I'm a bit falling behind. Next day, okay, I'm quite falling behind. A day after that, yeah, I'm just screwed. You know?
Yeah, because we legitimately said, right, we can do this, upload Monday, upload on these days, and just have Sunday off.
In other words.
Whereas it ended up being having Friday and Saturday, Saturday and Sunday off, and then uploading when we can.
Yeah.
But this is also when Adam saved the World Cup in this group, but we'll talk about that later.
Aye. That was a hell of a comeback. Yeah.
But yeah, this was kind of a close group.
It was quite close, yeah. Because I think all the decks were quite evenly matched, you know.
Exactly. It was kind of close after the first game,
yeah.
But when because like for example, if Zombies beat Red Eyes and Archfiends beat Phantom Knights, the last game would be like, right, who's going through?
Yeah, it would have been interesting. Yeah. It's just the Phantom Knights and the Red Eyes. They were like the bosses, to we say, of that group, and then you have like the underdogs.
It was really close to Red Eyes v Phantom Knights.
That was a close one. I remember watching it back. You know, that was really close.
It was because Phantom Knights won the first round, and then Red Eyes just came back. Just like.
Yeah.
Like that.
Don't call it
I did the punching thing, but you're not going to see it, unfortunately. But yeah, we redid Red Eyes v Zombies. Red Eyes won 2-0. Now I think that is, I don't know if, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I haven't, because Phantom Knights and Zombies on their video in the corner it says 13 minutes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's us just talk like before. That doesn't include that includes us talking as well. But I think Red Eyes v Zombies may have been the shortest duel. Because you made it a 2-in-1 video with Archfiends v Zombies to be like, right, we're back.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
I don't know if because Phantom Knights v Zombies was quick, which was 13 minutes. But I don't know if Red Eyes v Zombies was even quicker.
Or was it one of the OTKs that was faster?
Because Red Eyes OTK'd the Phantom Knights, but it still went to 3 rounds. And that's still at least a 20-minute video. But yeah, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, we'll probably check out.
Yeah, have a little look curious now, yeah.
Yeah, we probably type it in the comments saying, nah, I wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Archfiends v Phantom Knights, that was kind of close.
Aye. That was... Yeah, because, again, I got all 3 of them out. I remember that. I got all 3 of the top synchros out. Yeah. And then... It just sort of fell apart.
Because even though Phantom Knights won that against Archfiends 2-0, it was still kind of close. It was a long duel, but it's not the longest duel we've had, because we're coming back to that in the next group.
I think I know which one it is, yeah. Anyway,
so yeah, and then
group.
And then Red Eyes the Archfiends, we redid that one. Now, I have the original score on here, but because we lost that footage, we had to redo it.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, the original score was 2-0 to Red Eyes. Red Eyes won that 2-0. But because we had to redo it, Archfiends actually won 1 round, so it went down to the final round. Red Eyes won that round 2-1.
So had a bit of redemption of sorts.
Exactly. And as I said earlier on, Phantom Knights v Zombies, they won 2-0. So all in all, we knew how this group was going to end, basically. Yeah.
It was going to be Phantom Knights, or it was going to be Red Eyes. It was going to be one of them, you know.
Right then, ladies and gents, we are now going to talk about Group 3, and which I call the Group of Death.
That was tough, you know. It just
one of the biggest shocks I have ever seen in our World Cups.
Hi.
And if you can't remember, it's on the screen now. Group 3 was Destiny Heroes, Karibo, the Egyptian Gods, and the Nordics.
Yeah. Now,
well then,
when I saw that, I thought, excellent, right, okay. I can work with that, you know.
I was the same. I was like, Nordics, Destiny Heroes. It's going to be that, no matter, I don't care what you're saying.
Yeah, it has
Nordics
to be.
Are topping.
Yeah.
Nordics are topping.
Because the last tournament we did in our personal ones, it was a Grand Slam victory. Nordics slaughtered everyone. And then
they had a Grand Slam, yeah.
But I didn't edit the deck. It was exactly the same deck, and they lost it. You know, they just went.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It went so well.
Yeah.
Destiny Heroes versus Egyptian Gods was a shocker.
You
were winning.
Yeah.
You won the first one, I think.
Yeah.
The second one, I think you conceded because you bricked.
That's right, I did. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's correct, but I know
it's something like that. Something like that happened. Yeah.
And then Gods just won the last round. Even I said in the video, I am shocked.
Yeah, guys, as you said, the Egyptian Gods have never beaten the Destiny Heroes in personal games, you know.
And they've never finished top 2 in groups. They're always third.
Yeah, they're always the low ones, yeah.
Point difference.
Yeah, that was like the mid-section going to low sort of thing, yeah. And then there was the Karibos.
Right.
Anyway.
As I said, the Karibos on this one has the longest duel.
Yeah.
55 minutes.
That was a bugger to edit.
That was either Destiny Hero, or it was either Nordics. Cause
Nordics, I think it was.
Nordics won that one 2-1.
Yeah.
But when Karibo beat Nordics, I'm thinking to myself, am I going to see a shock?
Yeah.
Am I going to see Nordics fall?
To the Karibo.
Obviously, you came back. I'm like, right, it's positive, but still worrying because Nordics shouldn't be.
Yeah, I remember that shouldn't have give us a big hint then. Like that's right. I played the first game and I lost, and I thought, okay, that's a bit odd.
Yeah, like,
you know that shouldn't
what's
happen.
Happening?
Because I played my strategy exactly. I've played 100 times before and 100 times again.
You get out. Get Odin out as fast as you can.
Get a monster, link him into Odin.
Exactly.
There you go.
There is no hand traps in Kariba. There is no ashes.
No,
the only one that I have that has an ash is Red Eyes.
Yeah.
That's the only thing Adam looks out for.
Yeah, and I gotta try it. If that does bugger up the system, so I gotta think really carefully going for Red Eyes. But anyway, when I went with Kariba, I just didn't know what the hell to do because I thought, well, there's nothing I can do.
I think I got was it the Nordics or Destiny Heroes where I got out Wind Kariba level 10.
I think it's both.
Because you forgot its effect at one point.
I did,
and when you went battle,
yeah.
I went act for his effect to destroy your monsters.
Yeah, that's the one.
Because I don't know I'm thinking of because you had Loki and Thor out, and I'm pretty sure one of them can't be destroyed by card effects. Or by monster effects.
Loki stops traps. Odin stops effects. I can't remember. I think it might be Thor. Probably Thor, yeah. Yeah.
Because it must have been Destiny's then.
Because I like both the gods, the Nordic gods. They just shut down everything. Exactly. I like them, you know.
Then right, now we go to the second game. Egyptian Gods versus Karibo. Again, now, this was the first game on my channel.
Yeah.
We should have said it during Karibo v Nordics that it's going to be on my channel.
Probably,
that
yeah.
game, but we
bad call. Yeah.
So I think a friend of mine on Discord messaged me saying, why are you uploading a World Cup Group 3 match when you haven't done 1 or 2? I said, it's on my mate's channel.
Yeah.
We should have explained them.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been a bad idea.
That deal was, again, long, but Egyptian Gods won it 2-0.
Yeah.
I think, I can't remember if Gareth had Karibo now.
I think he played Karibo, I'm pretty sure.
I can't remember.
Correct me wrong, you know.
The second game technically the fourth game, but the second game for round 2 was Nordics versus Destiny Heroes.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, it was a 1-1 draw because we couldn't do anything.
No.
We are hoping to change that rule in the near future, but we will come back to that. And I don't know why I'm pointing with my 10 like that, yeah.
Yeah, we've got a plan.
Now, the biggest shockers are in here. Destiny Heroes vs. Karibo, 2-1. Yeah, Destiny Heroes 2, Karibo 1. Again, now I do apologise. I think I shouted at my brother in that video. And we had to delay the last round. I think it was 1-0. I went, you know what? I'm going downstairs to play this. There was another game where I went downstairs because I didn't want to interrupt him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking Karibo just won a round against Destiny
Yeah,
Heroes.
Destiny's probably in my personal tiers second, probably. You know?
Because Nordics for you, which is right, like I think we said this before in our groups and podcasts. Yeah. When we say this deck is tiered 1 or something, it's our personal views.
Not in world rankings.
Yeah, it's how when we do our World Cups and deals, this is what we think is our best deals. Decks, Nordics are tier 1. Yeah, I consider Karibo at least tier 3.
Yeah, I'd say so. That'll be fair. Yeah.
But Destiny Heroes losing a round against Karibo,
I'm just like, shouldn't have happened.
Did that just happen?
Yeah.
Did that just happen?
And then came the big
ladies
one.
Ladies and gents, we are, as Adam said, the biggest shocker. I was absolutely shocked.
Yeah.
Nordics 0, the Egyptian Gods 2. I could not believe it.
Yeah, when I lost the first one, I sat there thinking, okay, I'm going to have to really think about this next one really carefully if I'm going to lose it. If I do the same thing again...
You bricked the first one.
Yeah.
Because you still went on for a bit, but you slowly got your weight. But
yeah, because in the back of my head, I think I was thinking, no, this isn't happening. Sort of thing, this is not going to happen.
This was the first time Nordics and the Egyptian Gods met in a World Cup.
Yeah, and it did not go down too well for me.
And when it went, Adam lost it. I think you conceded again in the second one.
I'm pretty sure I conceded both times. Yeah.
You had, I think the second one you had a good start, but then you were just bricking the wrong card.
I think I needed something like a Monster Reborn to bring Odin back out, and now something I'll be on the right roads, but no, I was not getting anything,
Because not only that, I'm pretty sure you were running out of the effects where you could just banish an ancient Nordic.
Because that's how the gods work, my Nordic gods work, if you don't know. For Loki, you've got to banish a Nordic Alpha, and you can bring him back. Thor is a Nordic beast, and Odin is a Nordic ascendant, So if you run out of them, then you've just lost Odin, Thor, and Loki, so yeah.
Yeah, like you said, you needed a Monster Reborn. And then, when you said, this may shock you, I concede, I'm like...
Yeah.
No.
It's over.
The Egyptian, and then the fight, and when I'm looking through the final stand-ins, I'm like, it's just happened.
Yeah, it's happened. It's on paper now.
Egyptian Gods top in the group with 3 wins, which I've never seen happen.
That was weird.
And I said it just by a head. Destiny Heroes, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, the same as the Nordics, but because Destiny Hero, they lost 2. Yeah, because they had won 1 round against the Egyptian Gods, they ended up on a 0. The Nordics didn't. They had a -1 and they finished 3rd. They've got to qualify for the next one.
That, when I heard that, I thought, I'm insulted.
I know, but this is the first time our personal tier 1 decks has to qualify.
Yeah, that's not happened, no.
And then obviously in last position is Karibo. But like I said, I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that was a shock. They pulled one.
Group 3 indeed got the title, the Group of Death.
Aye.
Christ almighty, I just couldn't believe it. The Egyptian Gods had a +5, Karibo -4, and then Destiny 0, and then Nordics -1 on point difference. For points, I think we said 3 points a win, 1 draw, and 0 for a loss. Egyptian Gods with a 9, Destiny's and Nordics on 4, and Karibo on 0. But I just can't get it out of my head. Nordics did not make it to the quarterfinals.
No, that was odd.
You even said they were the champions in the last World Cup.
Yeah, they didn't lose 1. Out of the best of 3s, they didn't lose 1. They just won.
Yeah, if I can check quick, because I'm pretty sure you're right. They legitimately
lost
won
once
2-0
in the finals.
everything.
In the finals of our personal tournament, they lost once. 2-1. Yeah.
Yeah, 2-0. You had Ra in the quarterfinals. I think you beat me 2-0.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Red Eyes in the semi-finals.
They were 2-0, I do believe. I kept doing the low-key effect.
Yeah. And then finals was Destiny Hero v
And that was
Modit.
2-1, I think it was. That was the only loss I had. Yeah. Which, that's saying something.
But remember, that's our personal ones. Yeah. I feel like we're not going to do personal World Cups anymore. We're going to do the YouTube ones more now.
I know what you mean.
We might as well.
Might as well, yeah.
Right, now we're gonna leave the group of death to group 4, which was kind of interesting.
It was a good one.
Group 4. This is the only group that did not have a deck that won all 3 group games. The other 3 was Ra, Red Eyes, and the Egyptian Gods, which had 3 wins in all their groups.
Yeah.
This one didn't have that. It was tight at the end.
Yeah.
What I'm saying for this group. And that group it's on your screen now, the Cyber Gadgets, Cyber Dragons, Legendary Dragons, and Starter Deck Yugioh.
Yeah, that was a goodly, evenly matched group,
It felt evenly matched. Cyber Dragons, Legendary Dragons, I count Legendary Dragons as a tier 3, because it made it to the quarterfinals, and we talk about how. But I count the Cyber Dragons as a tier 3. Well, what did I say for Cyber? What did I say for Legendary Dragons?
3.
Tier 2?
3.
3, right. And I count Cyber Dragons as tier 4, which is currently our bottom.
Yeah.
Well, we may... Well, it depends on how many decks we have, but we'll see how it goes. And Starter Deck Yugioh, I count that, again, tier 4 bottom deck. It's just a starter deck.
But it did really well,
Cyber Gadgets, what tier do you regard them?
Probably a 3. They're not my top by far. They need a lot of editing. Because they've got nothing like Cyber Network or something like that. And there's more Cyber Dragon cards it needs,
So basically, it was, as you said just now, an evenly matched deck.
Yeah.
Let me turn the light on quick.
Right. Yeah. So, we just... They're also evenly matched, and we just, it was a nice group, going out of the group of death sort of thing.
Yeah. I think we made a prediction of Cyber Gadgets going through.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think I said the Cyber Gadgets were going to top it, but they didn't. They came second.
Because the Cyber Gadgets were doing really well, Yeah.
They did. They lost. They only lost one, which was the last game. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But I said when we did the draw phase on the wheel, Cyber Gadgets, and when you said Cyber Dragons, I legit said that's a rival match.
It has to be, yeah. The two Cybers.
It has to be. So we're going to talk quick, and we're going to talk about Cyber Gadgets versus Legendary Dragons. Now, unfortunately, we lost footage for this.
Yeah.
The original score was 2-1, and I already put her on the ranks that we're doing. I've already put down 2-1, and it's saved. When we had to redo it, and it became 2-0, I had to delete the game and put down 2-0.
Yeah.
Now the app still had the Cyber Gadgets and Legendary Dragons their points off.
Yeah.
So Cyber Gadgets may have taken just an extra few points, and Legendary Dragons could have lost an extra points.
Yeah.
Well, lose. But it's the best we can. I can't do anything about it. But
no. These things happen.
2-0. The Cyber Gadget, you overwhelmed me with this. What did I? Oh yeah, we got the thing wrong as well. Because I'm sure I said Cyber Dragons and Cyber Gadgets to go through.
Yeah. And they even knew it.
But Legendary Dragons finished top.
Yeah.
And then Cyber Gadgets second. Then Cyber Dragons third, and Starter Deck Yugioh, which I legitimately said they're finishing last.
Yeah.
But the Cyber Gadget Legendary Dragons was kind of interesting, because even though you beat me, I still think it could have gone differently if I'd drawn the right cards at the right time.
Yeah. I was thinking about that when I watched the finals. We get to that later, but I'll tell you what I meant. And it was it all depends. Well, literally, luck of the draw. I know that the game is based
Yeah.
around, but you know, if you just don't get the right thing, you think, oh God, kill me. You know?
Exactly. Quick question: how
Yeah.
long has the recording gone for?
34 minutes.
Right, not bad. Second game on this one was on my channel. I think this must have been the second game on my channel, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Cyber Dragons versus Starter Deck Yugi. I played Cyber Dragons, and my brother played the Starter Deck.
Yeah.
Starter Deck Yugi won 2-1, and I'm like,
Same.
wow, we have won a game.
Yeah.
I beat him in the first one, so like Cyber Dragons, I just walked through. I just bricked the second one, and then Starter Deck Yugi just. I'm like, did that just happen?
Yeah.
And then it happened again. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, fair play, you know.
It's. And now we're going to go to round 2, which was Starter Deck Yugi versus Cyber Gadgets. Cyber Gadgets won 2-1.
Yeah.
When I won a round, I can't remember if it was the first or second one. But I was shocked. I'm like, Starter Deck Yugi just won another round.
Yeah. They were starting to come back, and I think we and you both thought the same thing. Will they win this? For God's sake, say no.
If they win this would have been the third shock.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
You obviously came back. The problems I had was I didn't have anything to get rid of your trap cards.
Power holder moving back up fortress. Yeah. He is a pain to get rid of. Because the issue, what he does is, the trap becomes a monster, and he takes from the deck one gadget card. I didn't choose gold gadget being the highest attack, and he gains attack double to the gadget monster, which is 17, taking him up to 34. You know, which is hard to get past, really, you know.
Unlike the Phantom Knights, though, it still counts as a trap card.
Yeah, he's still a trap. So he's not a monster. He's
still a trap.
Yeah.
He becomes a monster, but it's still a trap.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So if I had Phantom Knights when I played them, they become monsters. And Adam Harpy Feather Dust does it. I don't know if you have a Harpy's Feather Duster.
It's one of the ones I don't have.
And let's say it goes destroy all spells and traps. I'd be like, right, destroy the set card, but you don't destroy the monsters because they don't count as a trap card anymore now.
No, they become a monster.
But yeah, you won that. Obviously, all the card names and their effects will be on screen. I won't thing on Adam because he did stress out during Group 1. He was stressing.
That was a bit, yeah.
That's why he went to WWE and Minecraft for a bit until he found a solution.
Yeah.
Right then. And then Cyber Dragons versus Legendary Dragons. Now, again, that was on my channel. Legendary Dragons won 2-0.
Yeah.
I think as well, sorry to butt in on it myself, but in Group 3, I think I ended up making thumbnails for the videos.
Yeah, what happened in real life, you know, all Thomas side, my captain sadly passed away, and, you know, that knocked me sideways, you know. I had to take some time off thinking on myself, and thinking, get yourself better, don't go in there, if I don't go in there with a good mindset, then I'm not going to enjoy it, not going to do well, so not much of a point then, you know, yeah. So
I asked him saying, I downloaded this app that lets me make thumbnails. I made the thumbnails and I messaged him saying, look, I've done these for you.
Yeah.
I put them on the channel when you're ready. I had to wait a week because Adam couldn't find out how to get YouTube Studio to work.
No, what happened?
Because you said it was something was wrong with it.
It was weird, yeah. They did get back to me eventually. They said, we don't know, so that was just really handy. They said, well, what it was, see if you guys know in the comments, what it is. When you upload a thumbnail, it won't upload. It'll take like hours upon hours, and then it will cancel itself eventually, and it's weird.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I did ask you, saying, you know, when you're on YouTube Studio, are you clicking the image?
Yeah.
So are you selecting it, and then are you saving it?
Yeah.
Adam wanted to test that out.
Mm.
I know the thumbnails ended up going on, but I.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah.
So yeah, but anyway, Legendary Dragons beat Cyber Dragons. Now, when that happened, I thought to myself, I got I got the prediction wrong because I thought Cyber Dragons were going to finish second, but they didn't. They've got to qualify.
Which was, again, unexpected.
And when Legendary Dragons went, I'm like, they're going through to the quarterfinals. They've automatically qualified.
Yeah.
And I don't think they've ever done that.
I don't think so, no. No, I don't think so.
Like I said, I was kind of shocked in that one. And now we're going to go to round 3. Cyber Gadgets versus Cyber Dragons. Now, I said to Adam, it doesn't matter if Cyber Gadgets win or lose.
Yeah.
Cyber Gadgets are going through no matter what. Cyber Dragons beat them 2-0.
Somehow.
I got Infinity out on the first one.
That's right, yeah.
The second one, I know you were I can't remember who was leading the second one. But I either came back, or you were coming back, making a comeback, or you were leading, and then I just won the rest.
Yeah, you drew some I think it was I was leading, thinking, okay, I got this, then you drew something, and it chained off into other things sort of thing.
Yeah. And then I don't know if it went neck and neck between the ends. I know it's on the videos, but like I said, we were focusing on the other fixtures coming up.
Yeah.
So because Legendary Dragons won, they went to +2, and Cyber Gadgets went down to +1.
Yeah.
Now, the last game was Legendary Dragons versus Starter Deck Yugioh. Well, Legendary Dragons were on 0, so technically Cyber Dragons were leading at the time.
Yeah.
Now, I thought, if Starter Deck Yugioh wins, they'll end up being on a +2 or a +1, depending.
Yeah.
So we did have a problem. I'm not saying this, we had to make Cyber Gadgets lose. No, we said, right, if they did win, we have to think about the quarterfinals, because it'd be 2 decks the same, which would be Adam, and Adam wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, we did try different things, like going to Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro and seeing if we have an AI versus an AI, or me versus a custom deck. But for some reason, I don't know why, you can't fight custom decks on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, or any online one I could find. I tried the Dueling book, that's another one, Yu-Gi-Oh! Nexus, I tried them all, nothing worked.
Because Duel Links is one problem, because you still need to play against someone. Not only that, there's less cards in the deck, and there's less thing on the field.
Yeah. Is there another version now? It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament, something like that.
There is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary. It's on the PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch.
Oh, Legacy of the Duelist, yeah.
But the problem with that as well, I don't have a lot of these cards.
True.
So that's going to be tough.
Yeah. That's the only other issue. If it's cross-platform, with tournaments and that, but like that.
It could have been easier, but at the same time, I still have to find that character in that series.
Yeah.
And if it's at the bottom, I'd have to play through all of the stories.
And it would be a grind just to get the points, to get the packs, to get the right cards.
Exactly. Hence why we're going to go to Adam's way and how he may save it.
Yeah, this is right. So like this we said at the start of the pod,
like I said, we probably explain it earlier instead of now, because I don't want to. Well, did I write them? Well, all right. So we're still currently on the 4th bullet point, which is talk about Group 4.
Yeah.
But whoever wins we'll go back to Legendary Dragons and Starter Deck Yugi, but at the same time, if Cyber Gadgets did win, they would have topped, and they would have played who was it? Elemental Heroes. Yeah. But Legendary Dragons beat Starter Deck Yugi. The fanboy I wanted Starter Deck Yugi to win. Because Adam even said in the podcast, imagine if the Starter Deck won.
It
just destroys the Nordics. So the final standings on Group 4. Well, like I said, it's on the screen, but we'll probably put on card names and such. But it was Legendary Dragons first, Cyber Gadget second, Cyber Dragons third, and Starter Deck Yugi fourth.
Yeah.
Right. That completes the bullet point. Let me go back to it. I think. Right then, the next part is unexpected things in groups. But like I said, we've already talked about, like, we talk more about it. First of all, I want to talk about is the elemental heroes. How did they?
Yeah.
Because I count Ra as a not tier 1 or tier 2, but I think like it's
borderline.
It's not in between. It can be a tier 2 and then it can be tier 1, then 2, then 1. Yeah. But what do you count the elemental heroes?
I really don't know, to be honest, because there's just an extra deck sort of thing lying around.
What I will ask, Adam, is it possible to turn the light on? Because it's getting dark where you are.
It is getting quite dark. I just noticed on camera it's getting very dark. Yeah, I'm back now. 1 second.
But yeah, as I just said, like, I'm surprised that elemental heroes finished second above Earthbounds and Dino Wrestlers. Because
Jamie's gone. Oh no, technical difficulties, yeah. It's fine. He'll be back now. Any second. There he is, he's back. He's back.
You're still recording.
Yeah, he's still going, yeah, don't worry. Yeah. Technical difficulties.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
sorry about that sudden silence, but I was expecting Dino Wrestlers. Dino Wrestlers or Earthbound, but wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Like I said, going through it now, it was a 2-0 originally, then we had to redo it, and it went to 2-1. When you beat me, I'm like, don't tell me I'm going to lose this now.
Yeah.
Don't make this happen now.
It's come too far.
Exactly, and I'm just like, wow, elementally, and like, I'm going through the rest now, doing, all right, that's going to be a draw, and that's already a draw.
Yeah.
Because there's no point saying, oh, we'll do this, then I'll mark it down. So I said, if it's a draw, because Adam said he couldn't get his brother.
No, due to
and he told me, Adam told me that just put all of Group 1 as the draw until Group 2. Yeah. And then we found out then, unfortunately, they all have to be draws.
Yeah.
I'm not saying draws are coming out. There's still a way we can get a draw. Like, for example, if I win one round and Adam wins the second round, we can still get draws because I have Red Eyes Burn, because that can make a draw. So yeah.
Yeah.
But again, elemental heroes second, man. What was your reaction?
When you told me, I just had something. Right. Okay. I see.
I'm just like, because I think, as you say, it's just a deck that you just made.
It's got no core card like Mask Change or Super Poly or even a.
Exactly. Well,
like the only real play is fusions, and it's limited versions. There's no. The proper one is Trinity. That's the only real play it has, and that's it.
Exactly.
There's nothing else.
Well, with your bulk box coming, potentially
there
could be a Super Poly in there.
Yeah.
You could end up redoing it, but
might do. Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
If I were to be honest, I count Elemental Hero as a tier 4, which is our lowest ones. But seeing them doing that, I'm gonna have to say tier 3.
Really?
Yeah, but like I said, it made it, so technically tier 3.
It did do very well.
Also, Elemental Heroes is the only deck to go through in all of our history with 0 wins.
Yeah, that was the weird part. If you want to explain how that works in the point system,
right?
There's method in the madness.
Point difference is I based it on rugby and football, soccer if you're American.
Yeah.
For example, now Ra beat Elemental Heroes 2-1. Now the point difference is 1, so Ra will be on +1, while Elemental Heroes will be on -1.
Yeah.
Because they drew against Earthbound and Dino Wrestlers, I'm on about Elemental Heroes.
Yeah.
There is no point difference. There was no difference. It's 0, so it stays at -1.
Yeah.
Because Ra beat 2-0 to Dino Wrestlers and Earthbound Immortals, they won by 2 and each, so that's +4. Plus that 1, +5. Because Earthbound Immortal lost to Ra, so did Dino Wrestlers and because words
Yeah,
because
words,
Dino
yeah.
Wrestlers and Earthbound Immortals lost to Ra by 2, they're
Yeah.
-2. But because they drew with Elemental Heroes, no difference at all, so 0.
Yeah.
So all in all, at the end, Ra with 3 wins,
Yeah.
Elemental Heroes, Earthbound and Dino Wrestlers with no wins, 2 draws each, 1 loss, 1 point for each draw, so they had 2 points. But like I said, because of point difference, Dino Wrestlers and Earthbound had -2, and Elemental Hero had -1. They had the most. Well, even though 2 is higher, but because it's minus, the lower the minus is better.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like minus, like I said, so -1 is higher than -2.
Yeah, minuses work opposite to regular numbers. It's maths, people. Maths 2021.
Exactly, but Elemental Heroes just got the second spot. I'm like, when that happened, I'm sitting there like, did this just happen?
Oh, look for this deck. I'm just looking at the deck now. There's nothing that you can really do, to be honest. You've got the cards, but none of the combinations, you know.